This smile on my face is kind of fake. It really is kind of. If you hear the water in the background, I don't have a leak or something. I have on ocean waves. It is really calming, I swear. If you put on those different frequency things, like I have them all over mine, but they're different frequency, like hertz, sounds and chimes and all sorts of stuff, and ocean waves or rain. All of that stuff is very calming to your soul. So I put it on all the time. So anyways, you know, I have so much on my mind. On TikTok, I've been going on there and watching what people say. And I love that people are speaking out. I was so sick of the paid celebrity spokespeople telling us how to live our lives. Are you fucking kidding me? Those people. But now you have real people out there speaking out and telling their stories and their testimonials and, you know, claiming their sovereignty. It's really cool. But it's also super emotional. That's why I said this smile is kind of fake. Because when I go on there, I mean, my heart hurts. It is, I feel pain for so many of these people. It's so fucked, man. What people are going through, and you know, they're just all out there crying, and you know, this is those come to Jesus moments. People are, you know, desperate. They're pleading. They are. It's, you know, it's sad, but we knew this was coming. And you know, every freaking time you go on there and you hear the people sharing this stuff, because it's such a huge battle, I guess, right now between the non and the. So, I mean, they are, who knows if they're real people who are saying some of this cruel stuff. I don't know. I mean, people have lost their minds. So, you know, when you're wishing people to die and their families and stuff, I mean, seriously, are you an evil person to wish that upon somebody, to put that energy out there in the world? I mean, you need to step back and look at yourself of what you're putting out in the world. And, you know, to all the people who are, and, you know, who are panicking now, there's a lot are having horrible things, horrible reactions. I mean, there's so much stuff. Oh my gosh, it's heartbreaking. But, you know, to all those people, it's just, I mean, remember, we knew this wouldn't save your life. That can't save your life. You have an expiration date. There is no, I mean, they keep on saying early death and all of that stuff. There is no early. There is no, you have an expiration date. It was set. When you were born, that date was set. So even if it seems like a tragic situation, which believe me, I get it. Believe me, I get it. I mean, I'm struggling with this myself, you know. Just because I know, you know, so many young people who opted in. You know, and it's going to feel like they were all taken too soon. But as a soul, they came in for that. They came in to do that, either to wake other people up, or to, that part of the process was going to wake them up to their consciousness. Like, this is all decided by each individual soul. Each soul came into this experience thinking about how they wanted to wake up. Having, like I've said before, everything that is happening is predestined. Your soul, before you ever come in here, like if you start, this is why I say, start trying to, I'm sorry I keep fucking with my hair. Some days it's just too much. But when you are, when you start really going in and understanding about reincarnation and how it works, and there's just so much information out there, then you start understanding more. But a soul, before it comes here, it's not just like accident, like they want you to believe, like you're just accidentally here. It is, you chose to be here. You go in and you decide about your whole life. Yeah, there may be some sort of, which I'm really leaning on the 95% part of the reincarnation cycle, recycle, because just for how cut off from these people's own essence that they are. I mean, they literally have no, you know, no spidey sense inside to direct them. They are just, you know, lost. And it's super sad that there's going to be such a mass exodus like that. But we just have to all of us, including me. I'm not just saying like you guys. I'm saying me too. Because I'm also caught up in the three-dimensional, you know, world bullshit. You know, where all these people start having these tragedies. It starts feeling so real. It starts seeming so real. And, you know, you have to constantly pull back. Okay, this is an illusion. Detach from that stuff. That's what they're trying to learn about. And there's no accidents. I mean, start paying attention to how perfect and magical and synchronistic things happen. And, you know, there's a plan to all this. Every soul is, you know, it's not like a soul is ever a baby. A soul, by the time it starts incarnating, and is already a soul that's ready to start learning about itself. So, you know, we get in our minds like about, you know, a baby and what it takes and stuff. Yeah, a baby has to come into this earth and it has to learn how to walk and talk and how to survive on this planet. And, but that is not how a soul is. A soul has to go through more of an expansion of self-realization to get to the point to want to know more about who and what they are. So you go through experience because it reflects back to you who and what you are. Then in your life review, you go up, you look at that, and you see the things like you get a new perspective. You see how you affected people. You feel how you affected people. You see yourself in a much more broader spectrum, but you also, you don't have the attachment of hormones and emotions and all the stuff that comes with being in a body. So when you look and you see, you have a deeper understanding of yourself and what you want to change, what you want to learn, what you want to experience. A lot of times you are here to help somebody else learn something. Not every incarnation is just about you, but you will always have things to learn. But sometimes you're here to help other people. But there's always stuff for you to learn. There's always ways for you to expand and grow. But, you know, your mission in life could be, you know, like, say, for instance, this is just such a for instance, because like I've said about a zillion times, it's just like, it's endless, the possibilities. But let's just say you're born into a family and it's you, your mom, and your dad. Your dad gets sick and dies. Your mom falls apart. But your purpose that you were born was to help your mom through whatever she's going to go through. You came in to show her certain things at certain times, to talk about certain things at certain times that would help her move out of there. So that's what I'm saying. We have people around us all the time that are placed to be there for us and to help us. You know, sometimes it's just your whole thing was you smiled at somebody, a stranger, and you didn't even know that it had an effect, but your soul knew to look up, to look at them and smile, and that was going to be something that was going to affect them in a way that was going to be positive. Because all of this stuff is predestined. It's already decided. We're just here to experience it. But so many people are caught up in the illusion as being real. But, you know, there is no death. There is no, you don't end. You're eternal. So, you know, we get so caught up in, you know, our families and stuff here, and we don't want to lose them. And so many people don't want to spend time with them, but they don't want to lose them either. So this is, you know, loss is about teaching you about what's important, about, you know, time and value. Like, there's so many lessons that people learn through going through some of these traumatic events that we all, you know, we all hate. Nobody wants to feel these traumatic events, but it is just this person that you're playing right here, right now, is to go through that so that the soul that you are can profit or benefit from the experience, because it's expansive to yourself, but yourself isn't what you think of in your physical form. So yourself is benefiting from your experiences. You know, I talk to my guides, you know, I let them know, like, this stuff is hard. You know, there's emotions attached to this. You know, sometimes they can be like, okay, do this or that or whatever. I'll be like, okay, hold on. I'm really having an emotional time here. You know, you don't know what emotions feel like, but it's horrible. And it's horrible to go through some of this stuff. But everybody, I just feel like it's so important to, you know, you've got to feel the pain. I've said that all along. You've got to realize what you're breaking free from. You've got to see that you're a sovereign being, that you're independent, that this system cannot control you anymore. Like, I believe that's very, very important. And it's going to be in so many different ways for people. And, you know, I'm trying to, for sure, not get caught up in like, well, they have to have A, B, C, and D. You know, I don't know. Maybe they only need A to ascend. I mean, we'll see once it happens. Hindsight is always our best way of understanding and learning. It's always, how did it go? Oh, now that makes sense. So, you know, there can be, this awakening is very personal and soul designed. And this, you know, this whole ascension, this whole, it's like an elaborate kind of, not a scheme, but a plan to awaken people, to have them see what's real and what's not real. But also it's deeper than that, because we can see how souls, like, they're cut off from themselves. They don't know how to prioritize what's important. They value things that don't matter. They value things that are very materialistic and three-dimensional. And, you know, they're spending their life focused on this. That is, where's the growth in that? And your growth is, yeah, when you go back and you look and see. But as a society, we see that that is taking us, it's like we're in the toilet and it is going to be flushed. That's the world we've created. So, you know, we're getting an opportunity to create new, but, you know, that's how bad everything was. But we allowed this stuff to happen by being compliant. So many people are so mad now watching these others because they woke up, but we were all there. We were all those people for a long time. That's what has been about this planet and about the enslavement and the control. So it's really, and this is just all about the awakening, is awakening to yourself. It is your soul awakening inside of you. It's your soul just wanting to get out. It is you having to heal the wounds of why you've, you know, put a fortress around your soul, why you behave the way you behave, why you go against your own grain to please others. Those are all the things in everybody, you know, that they need to be looking at, that you want to grow past that. You want to develop yourself in a new way. You don't want to go around and be a fake person to please others. You have to trust that if somebody is meant to be in your life, they will be in your life. You don't have to change for them. People will come into your life to teach you things at different times. And you need to be open to the lessons, not mad at the person who is teaching you and thinking they're doing you harm. There's so much about external, you know, and we've got to move towards internal, you know, looking at yourself, understanding yourself. It is an introspective way of being. It's a way of trusting your instincts, of understanding your feelings and your guidance and stuff. So that is what's important. And, you know, but people have to feel this loss to really, you know, awaken what's inside of them to move us into this new place. So, you know, a lot of people are going through gut-wrenching stuff. You know, but I mean, it's really important for people to really start understanding that this isn't real life. None of this stuff is real life. Your real life is what you consider your dead life. So even those people who are going to be leaving us prematurely, who are going to be passing on, they're going to be back. They're not gone forever. We will be reunited. So, you know, it seems hard to go through this, but it's what we need to do to move forward, to remove ourselves from this situation, to witness what's happening. So, you know, I have great hope for the future. You know, I don't want any people, I don't want anybody to have to die from this. You know, it's sad. I wish we could all just, you know, hurry up, push them all away and run to the new earth and just celebrate as human beings and, you know, live in abundance and be happy. But, you know, we got to go through some shit to get there, to appreciate it. Just like, you know, you don't go to restaurants now and see people just sitting all looking at their phones. People want to engage with humans around them. So, you know, different things make people understand their priorities. So, you know, that's what we're going through now. But I feel like we're right on the, like, everything's about to be popping off, I think. I mean, we'll see. I mean, this has gone on for so long, but I really think that we are at the place. Like, there's just too many things that have come to a head. Like, where else can it go? It doesn't have anywhere else to go. It's all right here. Just, it's a pressure cooker waiting to blow. So, when it's going to blow, and I think it might blow this weekend. I don't know. I'm going and picking up more food. I've got food, but I just want to make sure because, yeah, I'm not getting this. And if they start saying, you know, in 3 weeks, well, if you don't have this, you don't get food anymore, I want to make sure I have a little bit. But also, remember, you don't get in your head, all of this stuff they've told you, you need 3 meals, you need snacks, you need this, you need that. No, go watch Naked and Afraid. You don't need all that. Like, you can survive weeks on a very small amount of food. I mean, you watch that show, some of those people, I don't even know if they eat anything more than a leaf in a week. Like, there's people who don't eat for a long period of time. There's people who have to struggle just to get water. Like, you can learn a lot about surviving off of that show. Because most of those people who go on that show were survivalists. You just, you know, like, I couldn't just go in there and go like, oh, I'll do it. I have no desire. Anyways, I don't want to trudge through, you know, snake and alligator infested waters and swim through the shark infested water to get to the pickup location. Fuck that. No way. I don't need to challenge myself in that way. But there's people who do, and they can teach you a lot. And that show does teach you, but it definitely teaches you that you will be fine without eating. That's all in our heads. So, you know, it's good to have the food and stuff, but yeah, I can't imagine that people are going to be eating the same way, you know, like, okay, you know, it's dinner time, everybody gather around and get your freeze-dried food out. I think it's going to be a lot more tuning into your body, knowing what your body needs, knowing when you need to eat, you know, knowing like, oh, is this just my stomach growling or am I really hungry? Do I really need to eat? Like, tune in and see. Because sometimes, yeah, your stomach's growling to tell you, but sometimes your stomach's just growling. Doesn't mean like you need to fill it up to stop the growling. Like, you know, but people are just confused about their bodies, you know. But just remember that, you know, don't go into full-on panic. Oh, I don't have enough. I'm going to die. And because I'm worried some of those people who have too much are going to be targeted for sure. I mean, because we're definitely dealing with people who are, you know, everybody's at different levels. And some of those people are here to teach us, and some of those people are here to learn. You know, there's no way to know, but there's definitely a group of people that are in a different place. I'll just say that. I don't know what else to say. So anyways, just remember that this is an illusion. You're not going to, there's no permanent end. You know, they're making us feel like it's the end of the world, that it's the end of everything. It's the end of them. It's the end of this world. It's the end of this creation that they made. It's not the end of human beings. It's not the end of us. We will go on. I mean, they're trying to, you know, make us go extinct right now, but it's not working. I mean, too many people woke up and too many people are aware. And, you know, that's the future of human beings. So, and all of these people who are leaving, who were possibly there just to wake the rest of us up, they'll be coming right back. They're not, once we can break free from this cycle, you know, I have hopes that enough of these people will wake up, that they won't be trapped, that they're not going to go into synthetics and stuff, you know. But I had no idea that how deep this indoctrination and mind control had gone. I mean, this has been eye-opening for all of us, I think. You know, it's mind-boggling. It's absolutely mind-boggling. So, anyways, just stay faithful and, you know, just keep working on yourself. That's the most important thing. With all this other stuff that's going on and the chaos and stuff, that's all going to play itself out. It's all just like, it's like the fireworks at the end of the fireworks show, you know, it's the huge display. That's what is going on right now. It's just the huge display of what maniacs have been running this world. So you don't have to just, you know, I mean, if you understand what's going on, then, you know, detach and work on yourself, because that is what is the most important thing, is your sovereignty, your independence, claiming you for you. And, you know, that's what I would recommend for anybody. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.